Hey everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel, and we've got a new Dimash song today, which you know is always a fun ride. We always love to hear his vocal acrobats, so I'm pumped for that. This was heavily suggested by you guys on my last two, where I did No and then Love of Tired Swans. I can't believe I remembered both titles. I'm so bad at that usually. But those videos, music videos, I was really into the cinematography and everything else, and a lot of people under there in the comments there were suggesting this one. I'll put the title up because I don't know how to say this. Qairan Elim. That's a guess and probably the wrong one. But they said this was another really cool music video, and also the music's pretty good too. So I say we jump right in and check it out. I do have the captions on because I believe this is in a different language, as the title alludes to. So let's just check it out. There's no huge preamble here. I'm just gonna jump right to it so we can listen and watch together. All right, here we go.
Ұлы дала, төрт қолаң тең түскен жерің найдам.
Is that him talking?
Алтай мен Атырау, Жайық пен Іле, Алатау мен Сарыарқа, дәуірімнің дәурені болған жерімнің кеңдігін айтам.
And he directed this too?
Алқалы көшті бастаған түркі
Where's the caption?
дүниесінің
What is this? Is like a gladiator movie?
айтам. Тым тырыс дүние, деміңді ішіңе жұтпа. Талас пен тартыстың аламан бәйгесінде шабандап қалмаған ұрпағың бар. Құбылған дүниенің құйтырқы қалаға қаздыра алмаған, тоздыра алмаған мінезім мәрт, көңілі жомарт, тархан иесі бар. Ұлы даланың бөгделер біле бермейтін, өзгелерді сезе бермейтін киесі бар.
Okay, I don't know what any of that meant. We're like over a minute in, and as you can see from the bottom right-hand corner there, the captions are on. So I don't know if they just didn't caption that first part, or if you weren't meant to be captioned that part. I don't know what's going on. I'm hoping the captions start during the music so that I can understand what they're singing about. But just for starters, like that looks straight out of the beginning of a movie, right? Like a gladiator movie. I love how much he invests in his like video storytelling, which is kind of crazy because when you think about it, like that took a lot of money. Like that was a lot of production, horses, like battle scenes, old like outfits, costuming. I mean, like all of that takes substantial amount of money. The drone shots, or it could have been a jib, but it was likely a drone. But and then I think of Ren, who doesn't put as much production, put as much cost, as much money into it, just because I think he's like still in those beginning stages of getting all that money. But also puts that level of creativity into it. So it's kind of fun to see how different artists handle their creativity and put them into their videos, right? At least it is for me. I hope it is for you guys too, because this is it's kind of dope to see that. I mean, it's a 7-minute video, and he's putting like rival that against High Ren, right? High Ren's a 9.5-minute video, but the production cost must have been pretty minimal because he's in one room. They flicker lights and he sits in a chair. I mean, the pig mask probably cost the most out of that video. Whereas here, there's a lot of money behind it, but they both kind of give their own different kind of cool vibes. You know what I mean? I just think it's so cool to see the parallels, especially with people that I think are so talented. Anyway, sorry, my little creative rant for the day. Like these shots are beautiful. What kind of instrument is this? Do you guys know what kind of instrument that is? Please comment. He always has such beautiful locations too.
Жанарымда жас бар ма? Тамшы тамса жазған ба? Елімді сүйіп көтердім биік, алақанымда аспанға. Сынақ түспей әліңе, бұл өмірдің мәніне. Сандар шыңдайды, шыңдар сынбайды, уақыт ем болар бәріне. Қайран менің туған жерім, аман бол елім, ғасырлардай мәңгі соқсын.
Okay, that looks like one of those Apple screensaver images on Apple TV. And I wish now I could remember where that is, because like sometimes the locations will pop up, but it looks just like it. This is a beautiful location wherever they shot this. I don't know if it's Iceland, because I think that's where some of his last videos were shot, but this is a beautiful location. Also, I love that they put the little like drop effect when that thing hit the water there. There's no way that that was caught as natural sound. They definitely added that, which I love. Like I love that they draw your eye to it by putting the sound in there. This song is so beautiful. I like musically beautiful. Obviously he's singing it well, but this isn't, so far it hasn't been like a Dimash is wowing me with his vocal range kind of thing, which he may do later. I'm just saying the song itself on its own is beautiful. Anyway, and I think I caught him just saying the title in there. And I think it says My Holy Land. Is that right? I'm trying to like catch everything at once here, guys, so bear with me, but this is really beautiful.
Ұмытылсын қайғымың, жарқырасын ай күнім, шаттансын әр үй, қуансын сәби, тілеймін әлем саулығын.
Yeah, see, he's saying Qairan Elim, or Elim right there. It's Oh My Holy Land. I'm pretty sure.
Aman bol elim, ғасырлардай мәңгі соқсын сенің жүрегің. Жалғыз сол ғана тілерім. Қайран менің туған жерім, аман бол елім, ғасырлардай мәңгі соқсын сенің жүрегің. Жалғыз сол ғана тілерім.
That's digital blood. Oh, wow. So I was just saying, I don't know if you could hear because of the music, but I was saying that's digital blood because I could tell by the color of it against the wood like that, it would be darker if it was real blood. And just kind of the way, the seamlessness with the way it was following that little path right there. And then you saw it hit the instrument, and it did that drop like that. Uh, so it's definitely digital blood, but that's just, it was a cool effect. I'm not hating. Also, the difference that this instrument, the difference of sound quality that it's making is kind of amazing when it only has two strings on it. But this is a very different tone that we just heard than we heard at the beginning when he was playing. Uh, and also, I kind of love this idea of this like destruction of the music. Like the music is so uh, powerful that it's painful, which is kind of what I'm getting from this imagery. Uh, but that you still have to like do it. You know what I mean? That you still, it still feels like a part of you, so you still have to experience it. Uh Maybe I'm reading into that too much, but that's kind of what I'm getting from this imagery. The piano, like his fingers bleeding while he's playing, but he's still playing. The piano being on fire like that. Also, I love that shot of him playing the piano in the water. That's dope too. But I don't know. That's kind of what I took from it. Let's get back to it.
Qairan Elim, tuğan yerim, aman bol elim.
Yo, I have a picture just like that. I did a road, I think from like Arkansas. I did a road trip for myself for, years ago. And I did all 48 contiguous states in the United States. And it was like a 4-month road trip. And I took pictures along the way. And if I can find the picture, because I took so many, I'll put it here. But this totally reminds me of this place that I saw where like the trees kind of like went into the water like that. That's dope. Sorry, personal mental side note that just happened that I just couldn't help but say out loud, apparently. All right, here we go. Burning Dimash.
Aman bol elim, azadlar daim ki soksun senin yüreğin. Şalgı solgana ettiğin. Aman bol elim, hasarlar daimen ki soksun senin yüreğin. Şalgı solgana dilerim. Aman bolşun tuğan yerim.
Wow. Wow. This was such a different song from him than I'm used to hearing. Because usually it's excuse me, usually it's all over the place with vocal ranges, or it's from him at a concert where he's really hitting the low and then really hitting the high. I mean, he definitely put that stank on it right there at the end by really crushing those high notes. But that wasn't the feature of the song, and I kind of dig that. We kind of saw this different side of him, at least I did, of it not being about him kind of showing off. Not that he's ever showing off, he's just singing, but it didn't feel as much of like a performance song as it did a hear this message and hear this beauty song and see some of this beauty in what they shot. I vibe with that. That's really cool. Like, and you can tell, I feel like this song meant a lot to him. Maybe, I mean, but he did direct the video, and I don't know. again, that's just the vibe I'm getting. So you guys let me know in the comments if I'm misreading something, but that's what it felt like to me. But this song was awesome, and you kind of all immediately started kind of going with it, you know, swaying. Like I've never heard the song before, but I understood the melody of it immediately. I think we all do, because it's just kind of got that natural progression and that natural sway up and down. And sometimes songs like that are amazing. Like sometimes they can be sing-songy. This was not. It was very, you know, I can't think of another word than float, but it felt like I was kind of like floating with the music as he was doing it. That was a weird dance. I just saw myself in the monitor. I look weird. Anyway, this was a good one, guys. Thank you for suggesting it, and I understand why you did. There's a lot of really cool production stuff in that, which I mentioned a lot of. And I really love when they shoot landscapes like that. Like I said, when I was on my road trip, all I shot was landscapes. Well, like 80%. Obviously, I took pictures of other things, but it was really, I'm very much into the aesthetic and the framing of these wide, massive shots. I actually put a photo book together called The Road Less Taken. And it's all pictures from my road trip of like roads. Because I love the symmetry of, you know, the lane in the middle that you got to go, and then all this beauty behind it. And that was like 10 different shots in this video. So I really do. You didn't even know that, and you suggested it. So look at us somehow vibing each other's energy through the camera here. So thank you so much for the suggestion. If you've got more, you know I always love to get them, and I keep a list. So I am trying to get to all of them. I appreciate you so much. And thank you so much if you made it this far. You know I appreciate that too, because it definitely helps the channel the longer you watch. So hopefully I kept you entertained for that whole time, and I appreciate you sticking around. And whatever you do, don't forget, don't wait for life to be easy to be happy.